Hello everybody and welcome to Mashinky, a series I'm going to do in between the previous, or the current and the next season of City Skylines, just so I have some time to set it up. Now, I'm going to play on this map setting, and this is a little harder. I do know how trains work a little bit more, and it is kind of a more logistics game, so kind of City Skylines-esque, except it focuses more on the transit than the actual city building. That kind of gets done automatically. So we're going to just jump right in, and again, the settings that were right there are for a little bit more advanced players. You're going to have less room to maneuver track around. You're going to have, it's just going to be really a lot tighter. The terrain's going to be a lot harder to navigate and such like that. But I already played through a small game, and I love this game, by the way. But yeah, it's you're probably not going to want to start on those settings if you're not good with trains. Playing Factorio, I've gotten really used to it, but okay. So, and I did turn off the tutorials so that doesn't slow down the beginning. Now, what we want to do, and we're going to pause it real quick, is we want to find a good starting point. Basically, an area with two cities that are decently close to each other, with at least one of the cities being larger, with wood and a tool station, if we could. Wood, plank, and a tool station, should I say. So, and as you... Actually, let's go into the build mode. You can see the edge of the map a lot more easily, but this game is beautiful. The graphics in it are actually really nice for the aesthetic and whatnot. And it is still in alpha. They're like 90% of the meat is in here, but 90% of the bells and whistles are missing. Or at least so the developer says. But really, I don't think all the bells and whistles will be able to fit through the playthrough I had. So, and I'll be making a review on the game because it is a really good game. But like I said, wow, really? Maybe I should have set the towns to low. That is ridiculous. Because we can make a ton of money through that, but I want one big train system. I don't want to build up over there and then start moving elsewhere. That forest is never going to be gotten. Well, okay, so it seems like our first problem is going to be trying to get a starting location in general. If nothing else, we're going to start here because we have a forest over here. We have a decent town here. We have a town up here. We have a town down here. We have two plank makers, and we have we have a tool station down here. We have coal up there, which is going to take forever to get to the tool station, but that's what we're going to have to go for because I don't see any other coal in this side. Well, oh wait, no, there's one down here. That will probably be the one we capture. Or not capture, but utilize. Anything else? We actually, over here wouldn't be terrible, tell the truth. And then we can press over here to get additional revenue from the place. Now, the idea is that you only get money from transporting people and mail. Mail doesn't come till later, though. So... and all of this is kind of really densely packed. Yeah, my last game did not have all these resources as densely packed. So, you know what? I did like the other area. Although these are two decently sized towns that I could connect. You know what? Nope, right here. I like right here. So, this is a forest, which means that we're going to want this station to be a little bit bigger eventually. And I'm going to do a standardized 5 long for the station. So we're going to start with, okay, that I can't raise the terrain that far. And it kind of has a, what was it, Roller Coaster Tycoon, like the old Roller Coaster Tycoon terrain modification. And you build from edge to edge. So, and that is 5 long, correct? Good, good, good. Okay, so we're going to lower this into a flat terrain because I can't put... Well, I could have built just straight off that, but it would have hurt my brain. Actually, we might just dig all this down. Okay, but the first thing is first, we want to connect these 2 cities. The reason being is, as I said before, the only way you get money is by connecting towns or transporting people. So, that is 5 right there. I don't like there being a drop right after, but we'll work with it. And as you see the blue square, that's the capture size. So that's where we're going to make all of our money. Actually, I kind of want that further back, to tell the truth. About right there, and then we'll pull the road around the back. It's better for you to draw out the city yourself than to... Oh, and that wasn't even 5. That's 5. It's better for you to draw out the city yourself so that it grows how you want it to. And I took out those 2 roads because I don't want it growing out in that direction per se. That right here is about where I want everything to be. And it will reach out about 4 at the end of the day, plus whatever add-ons you have, extending it out right there as well. So we're going to start by making a little 2-lane, and you do want 2 tracks whenever possible for one way, because it's gonna get messy, especially if you don't. Okay, so with us having a signal right there, we're going to want enough room for our 5 long trains. I see terrain change right here. So that goes downhill. That's fine. So we're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4, 5. Because when we put the signals in here and you choose by, as you see, you can highlight one side or the other. You choose the side you want the direction to be going. So it starts from the middle. So we want a 6 long starting from the tile that we have our signal on. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because middle to middle, that's 5. That's something I have to, when I was younger, I had to understand for being able to make triangles in Lego using Technic Legos. Because there's the little holes on them required more of that kind of concept. So something else I'm lightly accustomed to. And we're just probably going to pull this out right there. But we're going to do some land modification first. We're going to make sure that it's flat all the way through, because that'll allow the trains to move better. They will slow down on elevation increases. And they do get speed boosts on decrease or on slopes. Increases and decreases on slopes depending on the direction they're going. There. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let's get something similar. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that should be good for... Oh, wait, from this one. Oh, dang it. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yep, we need one more. Oh, that's right. I wanted to just go through this. Ooh, that's a waste of money. We don't have a lot to begin with either. Ooh. Let's try to... Ooh, we're eating money like crazy. You know what? I'm going to just make this one track at this point. We are needing income. And it's not going to be very pretty if I don't get something going. And we only need one train at the moment, technically. Because we're only going to have one train for the time being. So let's have that. Let's make this a gentle curve. So I do need it to come around this. We'll raise... Not that. That was a waste of money. Something I can't be doing at this stage in the game. Like that. And so we're going to curve it right there. And the oh, dang it. One too far. And the more gentle you make the curves, the faster the trains will be able to go around them. I noticed that some of the later trains actually slowed down quite a bit. Going around curves. Okay, so next thing we need is a depot, someplace to have the trains come from. So it connects right there like that, pretty nice. Actually, let's see, where is this going to be? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right there. Okay, let's get the depot in. Because, oh, that's only 4 in between. Okay, so this is going to be a little wider right here for this area. And I'm going to just make that like that for the time being. Because like I said, we are running out of money. And I will just have this connect into here for the time being. Actually, we're going to just have it connect into right there for the time being. And we're going to allow that to be two-way. All right, let's get our first money. So they do have a certain amount of horsepower. So we want to be careful about how many wagons we put on this. Now we can't buy this yet because we don't have any of the wood tokens. And that's why we want to get the logs to the planks to the tool shop. That's how we get the wood tokens. But for now, we have to start with this. And we're going to start with 3 coach cars. And as you can see, this has a length right here of 3.88. So we'll be able to make this longer eventually. So we're going to go from there down to here and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, is this 6? This is 6. Oops. Yeah, that's fine. We'll raise that back up. We can pass the road back along there. Okay, and go. And we'll put this into high speed. And the train should have went south first? Why did it go north first? I thought to go to the other one. Oh, we should have had it playing so that these stations got filled while we were building this out. Okay, well, that will start to make us money. But, as I said, you do kind of want to pay attention to the towns as well. So we have this extension piece that we can put in, right? And as you can see, it makes the everything quite a bit bigger. So we're going to throw that in right there. Just so that it includes all of this. We're going to build this out a little, because we do want the town building according to how we want it. So first of all, I'm going to get rid of all this rocky slope because the city won't build on rocky slope. I've never seen a house build on a rocky slope, and you can't build trains on rocky slopes either. So, okay, so we have it going all the way out to there. And in fact, one of the better ideas would be... Ooh, we are out of money. If you run out of money completely, your trains will just slow down to a crawl, but they will still cost money, so it will kind of be a little damning, I guess would be the correct word. Alright, let's see if we can't get another city. There is no other city close. Oh dear. Okay, so it looks like we will have to build another little section. We don't really have the money for it. We are going as fast as we can. But that would be the point to ensuring that the city grows in the direction that you want it to. Okay, so we'll pull it out like that. That will ensure that houses can go all along there. I'm not sure if houses need to be on level road either. If that's the case, we should kind of dig some of this out just to ensure that it is level as much as possible. Maybe have that like that. We'll lower this one over here. Raise that one. So that's a little weird, but hopefully we'll get some houses on that as it grows. I'll actually lift right here. Ooh, and right here. Now, you won't always be able to lift it underneath or right next to items, but as you can see how this side of the house is lifted, I would be able to lift the terrain here if this road wasn't on the lower terrain in general. So you can change the elevation of the terrain, or of the terrain, not the terrain, but the terrain. We have that, we were going to use that tools, right? Yeah. So we're going to have to make sure that we don't accidentally move into it. So let's lift, 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 lift. Oh, wow, that's going to be 2. And we do need to work on the other city as well, because we need to get this. Oh, no! And as you see, it slows to a crawl. Now, our biggest issue is that, and they don't have anything for you going negative, it just ruins your operations pretty bad in terms of its efficiency. But that'll probably be in later. That's one of the bells and whistles, is having that. Or maybe is that the meat? Like I said, it's 90% meat. There's a little bit more to go, but there's a lot promised in it. So, oh, he has 42 though. So once he gets to the other side, if he can make it before running out. And there we go. Okay, so let's continue operating on this, because we have a little bit of money we can play with again. We can pull this over. All the way out to there, actually. Let's elevate right there. Ooh. Oh, no. That forest cost quite a bit. And as you see, it went from going 70 or 70-ish to 10. So, like I said, it's still an alpha. There's no negative for doing that, but it just is really irritating. Let's close some of these because we don't need them open. Statistics. Oh, you're making lots of money. There's more money that it could be making, but we really do want to try to ensure. Oh, and there's 100 more for getting our first delivery of passengers. You really do want to make sure you do build up the cities, though. Otherwise, they're going to build randomly, and they could build outside of your or they could head outside of the capture zone. So, and that just would not be very effective for having a town. Okay, so this town is going to have like this section blocked off. It's not going to be terribly effective. But let's build out right there and right here. And I think we're good with that. That's as pretty much as big as the town's going to be. So, well, actually, we can get over here a little bit too. Now, here's the weird thing about roads and train tracks. You can't build on any train track that's even slightly curved. So right there, no. But right here, yes. So we're going to build across that because we have more city over here that is kind of blocked off in a weird way. So I do want to... watching my money so that we don't hit that point again. And we'll just draw the road around like that. And that should be pretty good. Eventually we'll have up here, but that's stone. So that city is good. And growing now, hopefully. And fairly fast, hopefully. So what we're going to do over here is we're going to actually put the CAPTCHA increase on that side. It will be getting this forced though, so we're going to have to plan for that. And to do that, we're going to actually make the station quite a bit larger here, because it's going to have to handle all of the forestry that's going to be going through this area as well. So let's get into this station. Look at the CAPTCHA size. Only getting a couple of the buildings at the moment too, and that's probably where we're having our issue. So as soon as we can... Okay, let's wait for it to go out and come back, and then we should have enough money. This town is decent, and we only have these 6, 7 houses right here, and it's still getting us quite a few people, so... And the towns will grow based on how much you interact with them. Not with just... They won't just grow on their own, or at least not to my knowledge. I've never seen one just grow on its own, so... Okay, we have 114, which is enough to get in that, which now gets that forestry, which it will start building that out. Now, one thing that we do need is a signal box, and pretty soon, because I do believe we're only allowed 8. Oop, that was not station. Like, at first you can only build a station 5 long in general, but you're only allowed 8 station platforms in general without the signal box. The signal box adds 2 more, which will allow us 2 sets of 5. Now, that's one thing. What the? Or, I just didn't have enough tokens. Never mind. The signal box just allows for longer stations. Okay, we have plenty to drop that in now. I didn't think it was that way in general, but okay. Now that we have that in, let's build out some road, why don't we? Okay, not going to be able to lift that, so I'm going to lift that and then have it come up to... Just have the train... Oh, not enough money. Oh, no. And... Oh, dang it. Yeah, terrain modification is expensive compared to anything else in the game. So... Okay, 26. How much is that going to cost? 15. We can throw that down as it transfers. Ooh, it has 54 people too. So we're going to be making quite a bit of money now. Should increase in just a second here. Up to 60. Very good. In fact, I'm thinking that we should just increase the size of the town back here in general. In fact, we could be even cheekier, because remember how I said that the CAPTCHA size increases when you just add stuff to, right? We could just, you know, add a platform. Station is too large. Oh. Well, that actually got us some area up there, so... But what we are wanting to do is probably just level off some of this. And that is all of that area. Okay, let's build the road through. I was thinking just behind the train station. How far does that go out? So we want to build it to just on top of that hill. Okay. And turning though. But yeah, it was not quite as the effective idea as I thought it would be. Considering that we can now just do it like this. Wait, how far does that go out? Oh wow, that goes out all the way to there. Alright, let's modify the train a little. I'm gonna want this down because we do want 2 tracks coming off of there. So one's gonna be coming out onto that side. So let's keep depressing. Oh no, that was wrong. Depressing the land until we get it all flat for the town. So we need that down, we need that down, and we need more money. And we need that down. Okay. So if we pull this out, it's going to be too much. So let's wait for the train. And again, that is the fastest it can go is the 3. Is the 3 speed. But we will also be taking rides on the trains once the cities are looking a little more beautiful. So, okay, so how much is that going to be? 41, we have that money. So, and we're not quite done yet because we could get a couple more people by extending roads out every other, or every other, like not enough tokens. Okay, and like that. That little square right there is going to be wasted, but it looks like we get most everything else on this side, other than over here. Which again, I could draw a road through, but I'm not going to at this point because I don't feel it terribly necessary. So the next thing we need to do is to get the 2... Oh gosh, that was not intentional. Is to get both of the train tracks set up. Oh, we are out of money. Terrain modification is quite expensive. Oh dear. I'm sorry, train. Go, go, go. You can make it. Or not. So close, yeah, so far. And as you can see, 2 houses have already grown back there. So this station is getting significantly more people per visit. Not quite enough to upgrade the train yet, but still 40 people on that visit. There's 42, 43 over here now. So it is growing. But, okay, let's try to continue without any more interruptions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that actually did just count it out with us. Because there were no trees, probably. Okay, so that one goes that way. This one goes that way. Why? Oh. Pause. We do not have the dual line set up yet, so we need to leave that as that. The AI is really smart, and it'll tell you if you see that a train has been stopped for a while and you only have one train, it's because you messed up one of the signal things. So, and I have done that so many times. Okay, that graphic glitch. And it's fixed because I put one on the other side. Okay, so... And you do have to remember it's not American based, so the rail lines will be on the opposite side. So keep that in mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the idea here is that this is going to get really, really busy. So we want to ensure that there are train stops or these signals every about this distance. No, we want it a little closer because we want it to line up like that. And let's actually just draw this all the way through. But that is the alarm, so that means that is the end of the episode, but I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like, as it does help the channel, and do subscribe to catch the next episode as it comes out. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please leave those in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. But for now, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We're going to be playing this for a little bit for the time being, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Goodbye.